People, we're back. Welcome back to 12th Man. It's Potsan Saeed today. And I think there's a lot going on to talk about both of our clubs, actually. So it's quite a good time for us to do a live show. Done a few uploads of late. Big up to everybody that's in the 12th Man community. Make sure you've hit like and subscribe. Make sure you're getting us up to the next target, which is 60K. Make sure you're following Saeed TV. Make sure you're getting him up to his next target, which is probably onto the 1 mil by this time, and you're absolutely flying over there, bro. So big up to him. Make sure that you are showing him some love. We're going to talk United very briefly, but first of all, we're going to talk about last night because I'm fuming, man. I'm still angry. I don't think it was a good performance by any ounce. I don't think there's positives from it. People are starting to tell me that we're still 6 points clear. Let's all calm down. It's really not that bad. It's all calm. But really and truly, it's a massive missed opportunity, in my opinion. We're going to talk on why. Make sure you do me a favor as well. Show OK Jersey some love. Make sure you're clicking on the link in the live chat now, pinned in the message and in the description. And you can use the code 12MAN to get 8% off. At the moment, they're doing the bruised banana and the red currant Arsenal shirt from 2006 deal. So make sure that you get both of those, people, because everyone loves those home and away. Probably the best home and away shirts that Arsenal have ever had, and they're doing them at the moment. So make sure you click on the link. You can get any name and number on the back. So if you want to get the red currant shirt with Henri on it or Bergkamp on it, you can do. And likewise, if you want to go Bruce Banana and get Rocky or Ian Wright, then go for it as well. So make sure that you go and show them some love, people. They've been great to us. Saeed, I want to talk about last night. Before I go on a rant, I want to ask you your thoughts, because you're kind of a neutral. I know you really want Arsenal to win the league over Liverpool and City. You've always been consistent with that, but you're a footballing guy. Try and give me some understanding of what happened last night, because that game was bizarre, bro. I mean, I got soaked. I was watching it. I was frozen. I was disappointed, to say the least, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't a great game, man. If you're looking at the advert for the Premier League, it was a poor advert for the Premier League, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's meant to be what the champions versus the maybe potential champions. You know what I mean? In Arsenal, but it never lived up to the hype, bro. Never lived up to the bill of what it's meant to be. And I just looked at it and I was like, yo, man, like, Liverpool obviously have got the reasoning for not being able to go for it. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of no strikers available. Ekitika's not available. Isak's not available. Like, they haven't got their main two strikers on. So you could almost excuse Liverpool for not being the ones on the front foot. But if anything, I mean, they had the best chances. The crossbar, the Szoboszlai shot. There was a couple of moments where they made some bad decisions. And I'm like, yo, man, like, if they made a couple of good decisions in key areas, maybe this would have been a kind of a win for Liverpool, because Arsenal didn't look like they were going to score. It was only really, you lot played for the first 20 minutes. I think Saka got around Gyökeres. There was a few openings, like, in terms of, like, Arsenal being a bit more on the front foot. But that was 20 minutes, and that was it. There wasn't much anything else. And that, for me, you can't keep doing that, man. I'm sorry, man. Like, that's a big opportunity missed. I really, really think, you know, with Man City drawing the previous night, you know, Arsenal to go 8 points clear would have been very, very good. Knowing that Man City have got to go to Man United away in a derby, which, you know what I mean? Like, it's very, very competitive, that derby. It's not a given like the Northland derby where Arsenal just keep on winning. I just look at it and I'm like, yo, man, that would have been a perfect opportunity, but it didn't materialize. And I don't know whether the players were nervous. The players just really, really, like, didn't think, you know what? What's better, a point or losing all three? And it looked like even Arteta was like, you know what? I'll take this. You know what I mean? The celebration, the kind of feel at the end when I looked at his facial expression was like, well, it's not a bad point. City didn't do anything. And I think City playing, I think if the roles were reversed, as you lot played first, you lot would have went for it more. But because City played before you lot and basically got a point, 6 points ain't that bad, according to them. According to Arsenal and the players, they were like, you know what? 6 points ain't that bad, you know, when you deep it, like, it ain't that bad at all. So I just look at it from a point of view of a big opportunity missed. Is it all doom and gloom? No. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't, these are opportunities that you just can't let go, because Man City, if they fix up and they act up, you know what they're capable of doing. I know they got injuries. I know what they've got, you know, being players out. But at the same time, Arsenal have it in their hands to make it 8 points clear. You have it. It's there for you right there. take the opportunity, be the ones that make a statement, and you didn't do that. And that is a very, very it's bad, man. You should have took the opportunity. Should have took it. And you're screwing right now.
Bruh. I'll tell you what, man. Let's just say it how it is. I'm sick of beating around the bush and people trying to tell me that it's not all doom and gloom and stuff like that. It isn't all doom and gloom, right? Let's get that right out there first of all. We're 6 points clear. If I would have said to you, Saeed, in 2026 you're going to be in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, top of the Champions League group stages, and you're going to be top of the league by 6 points, I'm absolutely snapping your hand off. However, if you would have said to me, you're going to have 2 free games where you're really going to stumble and you really should be getting across the line, but you're not going to be able to because you're going to drop points here and there. You're going to go defensive against Liverpool, go defensive against City. You're not going to beat Chelsea with 10 men. You're not going to beat Sunderland away, and you're not going to be able to beat Aston Villa or Liverpool in a time when, let's be real, Liverpool home and away, we haven't even scored against them, let alone beat them once. Yeah. I probably would have looked at it a little bit differently and gone, well, okay, that's still not very convincing yet then, is it? Because at 6 points clear, it looks like we're favourites to win the league. And I still think that we probably will go and win the league. But that's not because Arsenal look great. Now, I was watching Loose Cannons earlier, and he's made a really good point. Turkish and the boys said, this is a good team, but it's not a great team because it hasn't won anything yet. This needs to be a great team. And I need this team to be a great team. And last night I had a statement to go and prove that we can get towards greatness. It had a chance to go and say, here's the trophy. Here's one hand. It's on it. 8 points, this on it. Don't drop it. Put the other hand on it and go and win that league. And we weren't able to do that last night. And do you know what disappointed me even more? I didn't actually care last night. I wanted 3 points. I would have loved to have battered them. It would have been brilliant, right? You want to batter every team if you can, right? But I just needed 3 points last night. I'd have taken 1-0 in the last minute with that Gabriel header if that's what it meant. Find a way. Get 3 points. Get to that 8 points and then go for it. But when we've been down and out, like you are now, like Liverpool are now, like Chelsea are now, when you've been stumbling like City, all of you, man, used to take the piss. And by taking the piss, City would just keep winning if we was crumbling and we'd have heartache. When we were proper down and out, you stuck 8-2 past us. I've seen 6-0 against Chelsea. I've seen 5-1 at Anfield. I've seen 6-3 at the Etihad. But what? People are coming to us when they're down and out and they're taking 0-0 draws off of us. That we're going to Old Trafford when you're down and out and we're nicking a 1-0 stinky set-piece win. It's not quite the same. I wanted Arsenal to be convincing. And when is the last time that we've gone, rah, Arsenal look unbelievable? Maybe Bayern Munich and Spurs, but Spurs, everyone's dusting them out.
Yeah, everyone's dusting them out.
Bayern Munich, like Champions League, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, we look pretty good. I would say Villa, maybe we were convincing there, made a statement against Newcastle at St. James's Park. But I'm still looking at this team and going, I just can't do it. And the last thing I'll say is I've done this twice already in a couple of months. Go and beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I will get chest out Pamela Anderson style and say we're winning the league. Couldn't do it because we didn't beat them with 10 men. Then I said last night, go and beat Liverpool, go 8 points clear, we go and win the league. And we can't do it, Saeed. And this is against the Liverpool side, by the way, that has no Salah, no Isak, no Ekitike, that has injury problems at the back, gets injured players during the game, and we still can't beat them. They're low of confidence. Their fans are coming there going, we're getting soaking wet. We're going to lose 4-0. Is this really worth it? And they're leaving thinking, woo, I'll get away with that. 0-0, we'll take that. Of course, Liverpool are going to take that. Of course they are. So I feel like there needs to be some home truths, and I don't feel like there's enough. And I feel like Mikel Arteta last night went into this game saying, what was the City result? Oh, they drew. Oh, we don't have to win this one then.
That's
Brilliant.
what I'm saying.
And I think that's the wrong attitude, bro. It's the
wrong
mentality.
Attitude. Wrong mentality, wrong attitude. And that's where you don't win the leagues like that, man, with that sort of like mentality, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. If I asked you right now on the 9th of January, would you have taken a 6-point lead over Arsenal? Of course, you would have bit your hand off for that. But at the same time, what about if I said to you 8, 9? You know, because that would have been a possibility this season so far, 8 or 9 points. So it's one of them ones where because you failed at it so many times, yeah, it goes to a point now where it's like, well, hold on a minute. You know what I mean? Like, when are we going to get over the line? Are we going to get over the line? Is it a possibility now? Like, what are we doing to really do this now? And that is where you kind of like almost say to yourself, well, this is where I don't like this mentality of like, but we're 6 points ahead of Man City, but we've been there before. Like, if this was a case of like it was a rarity and you lot weren't in no title race, I think you could understand that. You know what, man? Like, guys, take this. Have some perspective. We've never been here before. But you have been here before. What, 3 times? So I look at it and I'm like, yo, man, even the players though as well. I do think you've got to call out the players as well. Like Gyökeres, shocking. I mean, no movement. I thought Odegaard, he's been decent of lately. Poor. Gyökeres, poor. Timber, attacking wise, poor. I do think a lot of your players did bottle it as well. I think they didn't turn up, man. Saka, second half. I don't think he did much in the second half. You know, as much as I think Arteta is a lot to blame, I think the players played it safe, man. I remember Declan Rice, was he not saying to everyone, remember that Villa game when he was telling everyone just to calm down a little bit? And I was like, yo, bro, what do you mean calm down? You got to go for it. You need to win the game. Do you know what I mean? So, but then again, does the managerial tactics, do they make the players nervous? Does it seep into the players? Does it kind of like almost, you know, make the players nervous when the manager's saying, yo, let's relax, let's take it, you know, let's not go for it a little bit? Do the players play how the manager wants them to play? Like, I don't know. It comes down to that, really, doesn't it? Like, the philosophy is to have the handbrakes off. You know what I mean? What is it? You know?
Well, let's talk about both. Let's start with the manager, because the manager for me last night definitely 100% set up differently against Liverpool as he did to Aston Villa. Now, a lot of people are saying if Manchester City would have beaten Brighton, we would have gone all out to beat Liverpool last night. But because they drew, we were quite happy to sit there and just not lose the game. Now, that could be true, right? But let's just say that isn't true. Let's just say he's not caring about what happens to Manchester City. How we set that team up last night was defensively much different to what we did against Aston Villa. Now, it was actually the same score at half-time, 0-0, but we went on in the second half and we kicked on. And everybody in the concourse at half-time was saying to me with their beers, we're going to kick on now, we have to. It ain't been good enough this half. We've had a lot of domination of the ball. And what do we see in the second half? The complete opposite. They had all the possession. They did nothing with it, by the way. And I'll give you a stat. It's the first time Liverpool have not had a shot on target since 2010, 600 games. That's how bad Liverpool were. Right? That's how bad Liverpool were. And people are saying they played well. Liverpool, brilliant. They're really good. Really impressed. No, they weren't good, mate. I weren't impressed with Liverpool at all. Yeah, you can say they were better than what you'd think in terms of the result. But the way they played, they had absolutely nothing going forward. Yeah, no shots on target in 600 games. 2010 is the last time that's happened. And people are saying Liverpool played well last night. They did not play well for Liverpool standards. Unless you think that was good, then that's not good, right? But aside from that, we went in that second half and Declan Rice and Zubimendi were basically playing 5 at the back with Gabriel, Saliba and co. They did not go past that halfway line, Declan Rice and Zubimendi. That's why they were poor, because no one see anything on the ball. Every time they got the ball, it was sideways or backwards. Odegaard gets the ball, he spins on it. He had a stinker and hooked again. Bukayo Saka, it's uncomfortable conversations to have this, but Bukayo Saka is not playing well. I'm sorry, he's a star boy. I love him. He's one of my favourite players. But he's not playing well, Saeed. He's not. People don't think Saka's playing well. He's not playing well. He had an okay first half. Disappointed in the second. Got hooked. Same as Odegaard. Hooked. Trossard. Hooked. It's not looking good. And Arteta last night, there was no way that he tried to do all he can to win that game. I'm sorry, there isn't that. You can say the substitutes were fair because the players that come off were poor. And the players that came on, Madueke actually did all right, to be fair. Eze, non-existent again, if I'm honest. Martinelli, we'll come on to him in a minute, trust me. Jesus, likewise. But again, nothing that I saw in the final third that made me think, wow, we're going to go and absolutely destroy this. Because that's a Liverpool team that were sat up, expected to get battered. That's why they were in a low block, bruv. That's why they had no shot on target. So for me, I think Arteta has to take a lot of the blame. And then we come to the players, right? Before we come to the players, am I being harsh on the manager there? Or do you think that's fair?
No, I think you are. You're being fair. You're being more than fair, bro. I look at it and I'm like, yo, like, what more do you want when you almost, you know how much this is gonna mean for you lot? Yeah, this is a lot on the line, you know, man. Like, people think it's a joke, you know, like this title race, man. Because this is the best time you're ever gonna win the league. Because I know we say this every year, but like, United won't be as poor, Chelsea won't be as poor, Liverpool won't be as poor. City won't be as forgiving as you lot. You know what I mean? It's going to be so much dynamics. What if you get an injury? Like, every year you keep saying it's your year. I remember Liverpool fans used to say that back in the day. You know, say, oh, this is our year. But what if it's not your year? What if you're the nailing men? So you got to be able to say, like, this has got to be a season where Arsenal have to win the league. Like, Man City, when you look at their team, it is, as much as Foden and Cherky have done well, look at Haaland when he doesn't score. Did he score against Sunderland? Scored a penalty against Brighton. Did he score against, what was the other team where they drew? They had 3 draws in a row. What was the other team that they drew against?
Sunderland, Brighton,
Chelsea.
And Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea. Did he score against Chelsea?
No.
Who scored versus Chelsea?
Who scored versus Chelsea?
I think he did,
I can't think now. Did he?
I'm trying to think who scored. Was it no? No, it was 1-1 minute.
Yeah, Reinders.
Yeah,
sorry.
Reinders. So, they're not producing winners though, are they? Haaland's a winner. Haaland wins the game for Man City. Haaland's not a guy that's going to come in and score, be shameless and score the 3rd goal out of the 4th. He's going to be the first. He's going to want to score the 2 before the 4th or the 3. It's true though. He's not the type of guy to be getting the 4th goal out of the 3rd. He's not that guy. He's the one that's the main guy, the main goal scorer.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, I'm just like, broski, like when they're not reliable in terms of their goal scoring. So it needs to be like, I don't know, have you got the right team now? Is Gyökeres the guy that's going to lead the line? Is Martinelli or is it Trossard? Eze, what's going on with Eze? Is he a starter now? Or is he not a starter? Because I don't know if these bench things, like, when's the last time he looked good off the bench? He rarely has an impact off the bench. I'm thinking maybe Man City game when he got that assist. Was he starting that game, or was he? Did he end up coming off the bench? One of the two, anyway. He probably was. Yeah. So when I look at it, I'm like, what is your best 11? Is it Marino up front? Is it not? Lewis-Skelly came on. Boy, he got ripped, man.
Stinker, man. Stinker.
Ethan Waneri, could he come off the bench and do better than what we're seeing right now? He's nowhere to be seen. A lot of questions.
No, man, I think it's time. It's time to talk, man. It's time to talk.
Man. I'm glad you want to talk. There's not a lot of people that want to talk about that.
Bruv, you know me and I know you. I think everybody thought this was a good signing. There's probably 85% of football fans thought this was a good signing. There was about 15 to 20, maybe 25% that thought, not too sure about it yet. Let's see how it works. And that's absolutely fine. And do you know what? That 20 to 25% were absolutely right to give it a chance and see if it was going to fail, even though they weren't convinced. I was convinced he was going to come in and score goals. I wasn't convinced he was going to come and get Haaland levels. I didn't think he was going to be the next Thierry Henry, but I certainly did feel like he was going to come in. He's been absolutely awful, mate.
Bro.
Let's just say it how it is. He's been awful. I gave him the benefit of the doubt in the first handful of games because, of course, it's a new league and he's got to adapt and all that kind of stuff. And he started to score against Leeds and Forest. And I thought, he's not playing well, but he's in 7 games, he's got 5 goals, or whatever it was. And then it was like, he's not playing well, but in 12 games, he's got 5 goals. And now it's like 20 games and he's got 5 goals. He's not been good. And I saw on Loose Cannons, they were comparing him to Jeffers and Sonogo and Shamak and Bentner and all this kind of stuff. And I thought, maybe that's harsh to some people, but I get why they're annoyed and I get why they're using those names. I don't think it's just Victor Gyökeres, but I still need to look at him individually and say that he is not doing well. And, Harry Simeon made a great point on Loose Cannons earlier and said, when you're looking at, look what he did for that goal, or look where he is in that space, or look how he made someone play better there, he ain't actually playing that well. Because you're trying to pick the nitty-gritty to say, go on, please, someone tell me he had a good game. Did anyone see that was good? When someone has a bad time and then they play a naked touch and you go, that was a brilliant one. You know what I mean? It's like that. That's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing with this guy. He has not been good. And I'm not saying I wanted Sesko because I didn't want Sesko. I'm not saying I wanted Ekitike or Volta because I didn't want either of those. But right now, I know no one's playing great other than Ekitike is doing well and Volta, to be fair, has done okay. I don't care about other strikers not doing well. Yeah, because I know Turkish says, 11, no one's doing well. But as much as Turkish is my bro, I don't care about the other strikers. I care about him. And we might have to, Saeed, go into January or the summer or both and go, let's get someone. Because this guy clearly isn't the guy.
Who would you want in the summer? In
the summer, there was 4 names that I wanted, and Gyökeres was one of them. The other one is now unobtainable because it was Isak. And the only other 2 names were Osimhen and Julian Alvarez. So I say go and get one of those. Because for me, they're the only 2 out there right now. that are doing anything. And Lautaro Martinez is the other one, but I've never been sure about him. So I think Julian Alvarez is the one that I would look to go with now because he's Premier League proven. He's scored before. He does that false nine role very well. He can play as a 9 or a false 9. I think that's the one, man.
Julian Alvarez would be a very good shot. Costs you a lot of money though. Probably costs you north of maybe 100 million.
I don't care. Bro. We got to get it done now. Because we can't be. I mean, what do you think then? Am I being harsh on your?
I just think for me, it's been a terrible signing so far, man. I tried to cook Troops. Troops are saying he's still got a little bit of stocks left. I said,
Troops likes him, man. Troops still likes him, doesn't he?
But the thing is, though, like, why have people got stocks in a guy? Like, it's too early, man. Like, to be doing stocks and all of this. You know what I mean? All that. But I'm not giving up. But I don't know if it's later on to be like, oh, I told you so. Like, I don't get it. Like, yo, like. You're going to be happy for a striker regardless anyway. It's not a case of nobody saying that Gyökeres is done at Arsenal. I'm just saying that he's been shocking. And admit it, own it. You know what I mean? But I just see a lot of people online, and I know that's sometimes not the best place to go and get opinions from, but like, yo, like there was a lot of people online, big accounts, man, that said, yo, like, they're not happy and they're not really looking to get rid of him. They're looking to think, yo, man, we might be done out here with this guy, man. Like,
I think they're going to keep him. I don't think we're getting rid of him. I'll tell you this now. And I think Kai Havertz is going to come into this side very quickly when he's fit. Kai Havertz will be back up top for Arsenal.
But his movement is so poor. He can't finish. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he offers. Don't know what he does. Like, what is his purpose? What is his gain? Like, what does he do? Like, and then this is the thing, right? I don't believe Arteta is the right manager for him because I feel like the way he plays football is not the way that you would want to feed Gyökeres. Like, it's not. It's lots of side-to-side football, a lot of, like, set piece and all of that. Like, it's not great. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, surely you could get better movement. Surely you could understand where to make runs, etc., etc. Like, it's very, very stagnant. He's very, very kind of almost clumsy. He just looks a bit like off the pace. Where's the sharpness? Where's that pace gone? Is it because of the league or not? Is it because of that league, how bad it is? Do we have to question that league now in terms of what is over there? Apparently, yeah, someone will say, in the Big Six, we were saying, like, the guy that's replaced him from Liga 2 has got, 15 goals in 17 games.
I think it's 16 and 18, which shows you that actually figures can mean over there. It might be as bad, if not worse, than the Championship. Because Gyökeres did really well in the Championship, you remember, for Coventry. And then he went over to Sporting Lisbon, and we were like, oh, now he's gone up a level. Was it up a level, though? Is the Championship the level of Portugal? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the strikers that have come to the Premier League, when's the last Portuguese striker that come to a striker from Portugal that come to the England and you thought, wow? I can't remember one that's come.
You thought, wow, yeah, you thought.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or not just the Premier League, one that's come from Portugal. Whether it's Goncalo Ramos, whether it's Darwin Nunez, whether it's now Victor Gyökeres.
You're right.
I'm struggling to think of one, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Jimenez is one. Raul Jimenez. That's fair.
Has he come from the Portuguese league?
Yeah, where did he come from, Jimenez?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Evan Nilsson. Evan Nilsson's not doing great, though. I mean, he's all right at ball.
Yeah, he's not doing great, man. He's not a prolific striker, is he? You get me?
No. Diogo Jota's a good shout, to be fair. Diogo Jota's a fair shout.
But he kind of made his trade in the Championship and then came into the Premier League and then way up. Like, it wasn't a case of like straight from Liga NOS. He had to build his career, starting from the Championship. And I think for me, once you lock the Championship, then you know what I mean, you can do well in the league. So it's.
I mean, look, people say like Ronaldo and Di Maria and all these guys, but they've had unbelievable players in Portugal. I'm talking about strikers, like proper nines. I'm talking about a 9. Like, when's the last 9 that you saw? I don't know, man. I'm struggling. I really am.
But what I want to say though is that when you look at it in terms of like strikers now, like. It's difficult. Like 20, we were debating before, like to get 20 goals a season, man. I think for me, we underestimate how hard it can be. But then at the same time, people are saying, well, Mbeumo got 20 goals, Wissa got 19, Cunha got 15, and
even like, this season, that Igor Thiago at Brentford, He's got like 15,
goals?
16. Yeah.
How many has Haaland got, by the way?
I
Does
think
anybody
it's
know?
19. Is it 19?
What?
I think so.
Oi.
Already, I think.
Way.
I'm sure.
20. Yo,
It's 20.
go Thiago. Could we have a season where go Thiago outscores more than Haaland? Because nobody's really outscored more than Haaland in the past 3 years, right? Has Haaland been the top scorer for the past 3 years? Let me check right now.
No, there was 1 year where he wasn't. I'm sure there was 1 year where he wasn't. No, actually, no. Maybe it is the last 3 years. Actually, the top scorers.
Maybe Salah.
That was Salah last year. Salah. Yeah, I was going to say there's 1 year it wasn't, but the rest of it. He's got 20, and then you got Igor Thiago's got 16. So Haaland's got 20. Thiago 16, and then Semenyo's got 10. Calvert-Lewin has got 9. Jesus.
Yeah, man,
that is mad.
And then it goes down to the.
Then it goes down. Ekitike's got 8. Mateta's got 8. Welbeck's got 8. Bruno Gomares has got 8. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on my fantasy, man. It's about time I get Bruno Gomares.
Yeah. You know what? I took him out. Yeah, about 4 weeks ago. He ain't stopped scoring since I took him out.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say, man. That's why I'm like, yo, what the flip is going on, man?
He's a quality player, Bruno Gomares, man. I think he's unreal. I think he's such a good player, man. Him and Tonali in Newcastle, I think they're excellent, man. But yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know, man. The Gyökeres thing is. We might have to just tap out and just say it works. And there's nothing wrong with that as well, by the way, people. There's nothing wrong with moving on from it and saying, you know what, I thought it was going to work. It ain't. We've done that with strikers before. Arsenal, we've done that. I'm sure you have, Saeed, as well, with Man United strikers that you spent money on and thought, you know what, it ain't right. Let's move on. And you've moved on. Yeah. Like bad clubs sit there and try and stink it out. Good clubs move on. Proper clubs move on. Do you know what I mean?
Bro,
and that's what we've got to do, man.
You got to move on, bro. You got to move on. Simple as that. Like you have to move on, unfortunately. And right now, when you look,
Jay Tanya makes a good point. Dan, do you trust any striker with this manager? I've got to be honest with you. There's a big question mark over what Arteta does with these 9s because none of them are working out, bro. None of them are working out. So are we just a team that plays that system where we don't really want a 9 because he wants goals by committee by everyone, doesn't he? He doesn't want a focal point. Do you know what I'm saying?
But you know what it is though? I seen some tweet today. Yeah, Havertz, we miss you.
Oh my god!
But is it that desperate? Arsenal. You know as well, man. Jesus, as much as he's good and technical, bro, he does f all as well sometimes. As well.
Nah, he's not a goal scorer, man. He's not a goal scorer,
bro.
It's crazy.
Yo, man, you man are cooked, you know, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, as much as Sesko scored 2 goals yesterday. What I like about Sesko is that he's not only is he young, but he's got technical ability, bro. He's got good feet, like he's got good link-up play. Whereas Gyökeres ain't got nothing, bro. Nothing. I told Troops here to name me a quality of Gyökeres. He said to me, good goal scorer. I said that's not for me a footballing quality.
Well, he's not though, is he? He's not for Arsenal.
But that's exactly right now. He's not. You know what I mean? He's not right now. He's not right now.
It's not, man. It might have to be. I don't know what. Look, he's got strengths in terms of attributes, but he's not really like something that you can say is unique about him. I mean, he's got strength and he can hold the ball up and he can do bits and pieces, but I'm not seeing anything from him that I'm liking, if I'm honest. Let me do these couple of supers, man. Danny says Spanish Southgate got the squad loser mentality. Do you know what? If we don't win anything this season, he will be called the Spanish Southgate because he'll be nearly there, man. Shay Tanya says Arteta was hoping to nick it 1-0 set piece win last night. And you know what? We nearly did with Gabriel at the end. And I truly believe that he would have been more, well, I think everyone would have been more than happy with it, but that's kind of what he come to do, in my opinion, man. But let me move to talk about the Martinelli thing, man. I wanted to get your opinion on the Gary Neville thing quick, because I put out a little TikTok and Instagram about me and my thoughts on it, because it was right by me. And at the time, like I thought, what's all that about? There's a bit of pushing, there's a bit of shoving, because it happened so quickly, doesn't it? It's soaking wet, it's raining. I've looked at it again and I got in and I thought, yeah, that's disgusting. I've got to be honest, that's disgusting from Gabriel Martinelli. Now, apparently it's a really bad injury from Conor Bradley as well. They're talking about it being season ending. So I know he doesn't know that at the time. I know he doesn't get it. But I think the most refreshing was Arne Slot, when he could have cried. I mean, if it was Arteta, by the way, he'd been crying in the press conference. But Arne Slot was so mature about it, man. He was so mature, man. He's like, people are rolling around all the time, and I can see why Martinelli thinks just get off the pitch. And I thought, wow, because this is about your player. Now, if this was Conor Bradley or Martinelli, Arteta would be crying about it. So I thought it was perfect what Slot said. However, it doesn't excuse what Martinelli did. He should never have put his hands on him. He should never have dropped the ball on him, and he should never have given him a little dig with his foot. When he's genuinely injured, and he did hurt, I mean, it did look like a bad one, to be fair, when he went down with his knee and he held it straight away. I get that he was on the pitch and then he come on and off it, and Szoboszlai was trying to tell him to come on off it. That's all mind games. But the genuine injury was there, and Martinelli doesn't know that. He shouldn't be dragging him around. That's just not good, man. That's not good. So maybe there's a retrospective ban. I'm surprised Anthony Taylor didn't book him or send him off. I did book him, sorry, didn't send him off. That's my thoughts. The Gary Neville thing, very quickly, I thought it was pathetic commentary. I've got to be honest. I'm not one to say what you should and shouldn't say because I say what I want on here. But when you're in a professional commentating role, you have to remain impartial. You can't be saying that you're an idiot. You're an idiot. The Liverpool players should be beating him up, whatever it was he said, man.
That was wild, bro. That was wild.
Crazy, like wild. I know he thought it was in his podcast afterwards. He said, you summed it up better than me, Peter, which was basically, yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It was really bad. I don't mind him saying that in the punditry stuff because it's a different role, isn't it? But live commentary saying that, I just thought it was a bit mad. I didn't realize it because I was at the game, but when I
they won't sack him, though, will they? They need him. They need him.
They won't. I mean,
they won't sack him. They need him, bro.
Nah.
Gary never leaves Sky Sports. I'm sorry, like him or hate him, he brings in views, innit? Brings in numbers.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So it's like they see him as so valuable. You know what I mean?
But these pundits and commentators are entertainment value now, bro, aren't they? Like nobody watches, listens to them for their analysis. Like, oh yeah, no one does that. They want to listen to the
what Roy Keane said about Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, bad smell, hanging around like a bad smell. Bloody hell, I love Roy Keane, but what? This just wild, man. These people, they just say what they want, don't they? Now they're saying it for clicks and stuff, innit?
Bro, that is wild, bro. But that's what it is now, innit? You know. But this is what I'm saying. Like, so am I toxic now, or are they toxic?
Well, there you go.
And they're meant to be legends. They're meant to be legends. They're meant to be people who understand the club. But for some reason, I'm seen as toxic and negative. You know?
Well, Roy Keane, in my opinion, says it how it is. I think Roy Keane's the best pundit. Me, I listen to him and I think you just say how it is. He's class. He says it how it is. He's a winner. Yeah. Then you've got like Gary Neville, who I think is a bit of a clown when it comes to Man United, personally. He's got a lot of opinions on everyone else. He always protects himself. Like, never ever. 1 minute he thinks the Glazers need to sell up. Then he's trusting the process. Then he's Ineos, and then he's not sure.
Exactly.
He's all over the place in Man United. Jamie Carragher's the same with Liverpool, by the way. Michael Richards is there for comedy value. He just sits there laughing all the time, and everyone thinks he's funny. But let's be real, there isn't much analysis that comes from him other than a bit of entertainment. Like, I'm not slating them because they're all good, and I watch them all, and I think they're brilliant. But Roy Keane, for me, is the one. You ask him, he'll say it how it is. And that's about Arsenal, Man United, Leicester, Leeds, Ipswich. He says it how it is. And I love that because he's a winner and he knows what it takes to win. And I get why he's annoyed with Sir Alex Ferguson. They fell out and all that. I don't expect him to say anything nice about him. But Roy Keane speaks facts, in my opinion. But I thought it was poor from Gary Neville, the commentary, man. I thought it was poor. I mean, you can't say that, can you? I know he lives in an era where that probably would have happened. Yeah, when he was kicking Jose Antonio Reyes and Robert Pires off the pitch all the time. Yeah, but that was the era that he come through. But you know what I'm saying, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, yeah, I think the Liverpool fans should all go and give him some now and deck him," or whatever it was he said. I'm thinking, oh my God, you can't say that as a commentator, man. That's wild, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's crazy. I can't lie to you, but for me, like I said, I just look at it. I'm like, yo, you just gotta hold the L, man, and just admit it, like when you're wrong in it. But they're not, man. They're not. It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, it is mad. Look, man. Let's before I move to United, what does that do for the title race for you? Is it still Arsenal favourites, or what are you saying?
I generally think I look at it. I'm like, yo, like you're still. It's 6 points. I think for me, we'll beat Man City, and then it'll be 9 points. I'm telling you now. I know LB's.
You're going to beat Man City?
Yes.
Oh, come on, man! You must come on, Saeed. I love this. I love this from you. I love this. Is it at Old Trafford?
Yes, Old Trafford as well. The only thing I would say to caveat that, hopefully tonight, one of them, Boom or Ahmad, come back home because they need to come back home. Because if they don't, they won't be back home. Because I think if they play the semi-finals, and they lose, they both have to face each other for the 3rd place, and that is awful. So one of them has to lose. If it's, you know what I mean, Ivory Coast losing to Egypt, Salah scoring a goal, we'll cheer on a Salah goal today. It's the only time I'll cheer a Salah goal. And if it means tonight, Morocco, Dima Maghreb, they do their job, please. One of them needs to come back, please. That's all I'm praying for.
Man, what are you saying for the Man United Man City game then? Come on.
I'm saying we're gonna win.
Like, go on, talk to me. Why you think that?
I just think for me, like when I look at it, I'm just like they haven't got a great defense, and ultimately, Manchester derbies are close. They're not like the sorry, no respect to the Northland derby, but they're not like the Northland derby. We beat them, they beat us. We beat them in the final. They beat us. They beat us 3-0. Like it goes, it kind of spins around the Manchester derby. I think for me, it's probably the best time if Ollie or Carrick could come in and that first game. Imagine that first game, Dan. Yeah, Ollie and Carrick, first game, crowds bouncing,
Manchester derby
going off, Manchester derby. Pep Guardiola's there spitting again. You know what I mean? You know what he does. You know what I mean? It's just all a man
scratching his face,
scratching his face. You know what I mean?
I'd love to see it, man.
By heaven. So Semenyo, bro. Semenyo's the only one I'm like, oh man, we have to play Semenyo again, man.
He's quality, man.
Against us, man. But all in all, I think for me, if they don't get a defender by that Manchester derby, I'm having it. And that's what it comes down to. If Liverpool City, if Liverpool City get Gahey, then they've got a chance, a real chance. But you know what I mean? Nah.
Man, they're talking about Gahey and Arsenal in the summer. I'm amazed if that happens.
But how many defenders do you need, bro?
Well, they're saying now, what it is Lewis-Skelly will be played in midfield, and they'll have Nkapie and Calafiori as left backs, Ben White and Timber at right back, and then the 4 centre backs will be Mosquera and Gahey, and then Gabriel and Saliba.
Okay.
But is Gahey going to come to Arsenal and sit on the bench? He ain't, is he?
Nkapie might leave, innit? Because he's only on loan, innit, really?
Well, I think that it's kind of an obligation to buy type thing. So I think that we will get him. But I think we'll get him as well. So I don't know, man. You know what Arteta's like? He loves a defender, man. He don't care about strikers. Wow. He just loves defenders. But I love Mark Gahey. I think he's an excellent player. I think he's really good. But I do think he would be excellent for anyone. But I think Liverpool and City, he's got more chance of playing, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's not going to break up Gabriel and Saliba. Do you know what I'm saying? As good as he is, I don't think he breaks that partnership up. So, yeah, man, I think he'll probably go City in January. But we'll see, man. We'll see. If he really does want to come stay in London, the thing is he's got to move, isn't he? His family and stuff up north.
Yeah.
Does he want to do that? Hang on.
Yeah, it's true. By the way, we play you lot after, so you lot better watch out as well, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is that your next 2 games, City and Arsenal?
Yeah, man, it's tough, man. Whoever gets that job, that's a tough 2 games, bro. You know what I mean? If we could get 4 out of 6, I'll take that right now.
Who's going to get it then? Is it going to be Ollie or Carrick or what?
Bro, Carrick wants the number 1, bro. Carrick saying, yo, well, why should Ollie get it? I want the job. And I don't blame him.
Right, I don't blame him. He's had his chance.
Yeah, man. Carrick saying, listen, I've gone to championship, gone into the playoff. Ollie didn't get into the playoff, I don't think so. Nearly got them relegated. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here, guys, man? Like, I deserve a chance. And that's what I think Carrick's team's probably thinking. This is probably the best opportunity for me to get the job. Why should Ollie get it? Why? At least beforehand here, Ollie managed Molde. He managed Cardiff before Carrick had his first job. You know what I mean? Like, you can admit, when you just say to yourself, you know what, man? I'm not the king round here. Someone else can take the mantle. I don't think I've got the leadership qualities. But now Carrick, bro, he's gone back, he's learned, he's grown, he's matured now. Like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, he's better. So I just think
if it's interim, I would want Carrick over Ollie if it's interim, just because we've seen what Ollie can do. And yeah, it was nice football, weren't bad. You got second, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like Carrick could have more kind of hunger to go and get his teeth into it. Ollie's just kind of walked him back into where he was a few years ago. So, I mean, you need to go and get like a proper manager next. Like, it needs to be an Ancelotti, Enrique, in my opinion. Like, it needs to be like that level, in my opinion. But I think for now, for interim, one of those 2, I have to do it. But man, I watched you against Burnley. Like, Sesko got 2.
Should have won though.
Should have won. It was a bloody good goal from that Jaden Anthony.
Oh,
that was
wow!
What a goal that was! What a goal!
Yeah. Burnley have scored a couple of bangers this season. I think that's Burnley.
Yeah, they have. They scored that unbelievable goal. That was goal of the season. Like the other week, they scored. It's unbelievable from that 30 yards.
Yo, like when they score, like Burnley score some bangers, bro.
I think they're going down though, man. But you got to be disappointed, bro. You had Leeds, Wolves, and Burnley, and you didn't beat any of them.
But then City have dropped points. Arsenal have obviously they've won a couple, but it's Brentford and Newcastle are the most informed team, and Fulham. They're the 3 most informed teams. Fulham are unbeaten in 5. Newcastle won 3 in a row, and Brentford have won 3 in a row. That's the only teams that are informed.
Bro, Brentford are the ones that are, mate. They're the shock package. Brentford.
Oh,
I mean, everyone had them going down, man. I had them going down. I was like, they're sunk. Like,
mate, their fans wanted him out, bro. Did you see their fans there? You know what I normally do sometimes on Twitter? Yeah, is that when I go through like Twitter, and then I'll go on like their page, and I'll be like, how do they react to their results? The opposition fans, and I'll go on there, and I'm like, yo, get him out. He's a shit manager. He's not good enough. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, yo, like, is this how they speak about their manager?
Nah, it's madness. Like Brentford, to be fair, like Igor Thiago, they've obviously got more players than him, but he's been like the one that's just been banging them in. But Brentford, for me, I mean, you look at them right now; they're in like Champions League spots at the moment. It's mad what they're doing.
I'm trying to say.
So the teams, the leagues have got to settle itself out a bit, Said. I mean, what is going on? Like, everyone, man, you can go 2 wins, you're up to 5th or whatever. 2 losses, you're down to like 15th. It's like it's that close, man. It's crazy. It really is, man. But it's mad. STV says, man, you play City at home, then Arsenal away. Yeah, just saying that. I can't believe that's your next 2 games, man. And as you say, one of the interim managers is going to come into those 2 games, man. That's not easy. Not easy. Manchester Derby and then the Emirates, which people say is the hardest place to go at the moment. So that's really tough for you guys. But I mean,
we got to do it. We got to play every game. Everyone's got to play each other. But I think for me, top 4, top 5 still available, still doable.
Yeah, it is 100%, man. And like you say, you got players coming back from AFCON, players come back from injury. You know what I'm saying, Man United have definitely got a chance, depending on the manager they get. But
got a big chance.
Let me ask you, because I asked Flawless yesterday. What interim we know it's probably going to be Carrick or Ollie or one of them, man, right? But who do you want like in the summer? Who do you want, bro?
Who do I want? I want, for me, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's the one time I want Xavi, but I don't think United are getting Xavi. I want Xavi, but I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm whatever in it. Like, if it's Nagelsmann, it's Nagelsmann. Now, real talk, man, because you know what it is here. It's like it's got to a point now where it's like, if they show me something and it looks good and it bangs, I'll be all for it. But at the same time, I'm just right now at this current minute, I'm not getting gassed about any manager coming to Man United, because really and truly, you know what I mean, it's not worked for a while, has it? You know what I mean? So I'm not going to get gassed. There ain't going to be no Moncler looking at training sessions, doing all of this nonsense, man, propaganda. It's, you know what? Whoever comes in, shows me something, that's when the propaganda can start. And when it really starts is when they show us something valuable over the course of a year. Till then, I'm going to keep my expectations very, very low. So we'll see. But ultimately, I would want a guy that knows the league, understands it, is playing a style of football that, is good, is sustainable, it works. It just, just a lot of the things that I want to see, So I'm just, we need to get a result. We need to get a good manager to come in that can stabilize us. But again, until Ineos and the Glazers leave, it's going to be like this, bro.
I agree, man. Do you know what it is? Yeah, real talk. The Glazers are pissing themselves laughing, man. The Glazers are taking all the money, they're taking all the dough, and they're eating, and they're like, this Ineos. Yeah, I've put them as a blocker. So now all the fans hate them, not me. And I'm like, they are scum, aren't they, these Glazers, man? Real talk.
They're scum, and they're laughing at us, bro. That's the thing right now. They're laughing at everything that we're doing right now. And it's like, I just think for me, when I look at it, my thing is that unless they have a plan, unless they do a full ownership and we get rid of them and we get new owners in, maybe this is what it's going to be like for a while, So I know a lot of fans don't know this and they understand this, but at the same time, it's like we're still here, innit? We're still here, waiting. You get me?
No, facts, bro. Facts. Yeah. Give me your score prediction. Oh, actually, what you got? What you do this weekend?
FA Cup, yeah. We got Brighton at home. Tough one. I can't lie.
What are you saying for that? Go on, give me a prediction.
I'm gonna go 2-1 United. 2-1 United.
Okay. I'm
Who
gonna
you got
go.
Portsmouth, to be fair? You lot are chilling.
We got Portsmouth away. I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal. We're gonna make changes, but I'm gonna go for 2-0 Arsenal. I'm gonna go for an absolute thriller. Is it at Old Trafford? Yeah.
Yeah, Old Trafford, yeah.
I'm gonna go 3-2 United. I think it's gonna be one of those games where it's just goals, goals, goals. Do you know what I mean? I think it will. The cup, magic of the cup, and all that. It's gonna give a brilliant game. I think Man United will win it though. Yeah, I fancy it
Okay.
to nick
Yeah,
it.
I fancy us to do it. I fancy us to do it. I can't lie.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go 3-2. I think it'll be a cracking game as well. I think it'll be a really good one. I remember
Yeah.
you played. Did you play them? You played them not long ago, right? And it was like a similar scoreline. I lie.
Yes. Played them 4-2. We beat them 4-2.
4-2. There you go. So yeah,
4-2.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
stick with 3-2 United, man. I think it'll be a good game. So yeah, it's probably one of the ones I will watch, to be fair, because there's not really any like massive games, is there, this round? Like,
No,
there's not.
Tottenham under there, Aston Villa.
Yeah, Tottenham and Villa, which I think Villa will win. I know it's at Tottenham, but that's no advantage, is it? Tottenham are crap at home. Well, Tottenham are just crap. So I think Villa will probably beat them, man. So, but look, I think Arsenal will go through. I think United will go through, and then yeah, it's all United have got to play for, really, in terms of trophy, because you're not going to win the league. So it's literally FA Cup or nothing. So, but look, people, we're going to leave it there. Big up to everyone that's been here. Make sure you do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. Make sure you check out both those Arsenal kits on OK Jerseys as well. It's on their homepage. The link's in the description. Use code 12man. You'll get 8% off. They're probably the two most iconic kits, to be fair. You can get any name and number on the back as well from that era. So Bruce Banana, get Ian Wright or Rocky. And then obviously you've got the red current 06 shirt. You can get Campbell, Perez, Henry, Bergkamp, whoever you want to get, Vieira. So go and show some love to them. And yeah, we're out of here, people. We'll see you next time. Big up.
Big up, man.